Which company should I join? Now, if you're a fresher or if you're an experienced candidate in the IT industry, you might have this particular question when you're planning to switch or if you're planning to join a new company, that which company should I join? I'm having 2 or 3 offers in hand and I am not able to decide which company I should join. Or if you're a fresher and if you are having 2 or 3 offers in your hand for joining as a fresher, then you might be having this same common doubt, that is, which company should I join? And today we are going to discuss that particular point because I've seen a lot of people are struggling to choose one particular company. Okay, so let us discuss that. We will also discuss about Gary Tan's advice on choosing a current company. Okay, and then we'll also discuss about work from home, salary negotiations, and other things. Okay, the first important thing is, if you're a fresher and if you're having an offer from any company, multiple offers, I would say, then congratulations. Because personally, I have seen a lot of people, a lot of freshers who are struggling right now to get even one single offer. And even if they get that one single offer, they are waiting for the joining from companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, Cognizant. Okay. Now, the second important thing that I wanted to highlight, if you are an experienced candidate, okay, up to 5 years, because I have recently completed half a decade, that is 5 years in the IT industry, and that is the reason I'm going to share my own experience about this particular job switch. Okay, the first thing is that I also worked in a service-based company in the initial 3 years of my life, right, in the IT industry. Then I switched to a product-based company, or you can call it as a GCC, and now again I'm working for a service-based company, right? Now, what I have observed in my particular scenario is that I had multiple offers. I went with TCS. I had offers from Cognizant and Infosys and one more company that I won't name here right now, but what I want to highlight is that as a fresher, you might not get that opportunities or that options to choose the business unit or the project that you're working in, that will be working in, right? So as a fresher, you might have to get into a project that is a support based project, that is a project where you have to work in shifts. That can be a project wherein you might not have even a single work. You will be sitting there only for getting the payment from the client, right? For the billing from the client. And that is the point where it is very important for you to understand what is good for your career. Okay, so if you are someone who is happy with that kind of work, if you don't like to invest more on yourself, if you don't want growth, if you have a lot of money that is pending in your bank account, that is there in your bank account, then congratulations. And if you want to learn more, if you want to grow, then this is important. It's a quote from Gary Tan that I'm quoting right now. Okay, so if you are working in corporate or if you're working in any company, right, if you are working at any company, then make sure either you are learning a lot or you are earning a lot. Okay, and if you are getting both, okay, in one particular company, learning and earning both you are getting in that particular company, then stay there for a while. But if you're not getting any one of them, even if you are not learning or if you're not earning, then please quit that company and find a better opportunity where you will be able to grow your salary and your career also. Okay, so this is the advice that I've been following up, okay, in my life. In my second company, I was not getting that kind of tech opportunities, or I would say career growth, or the tech stack that I wanted to learn. I was not getting that kind of tech stack. So that is the reason I had to make this harsh decision. Even I had an on-set opportunity for almost a month and I had to quit that. I have to quit that particular job and I found a new job wherein I will be able to learn more. And that was the banking and financial industry for me. Okay, so initially I started my career into the automotive industry, okay, where that was basically in software only, but I was working on automotive domain softwares. Okay, then again I moved to a GCC or a product based companies, you can call that. Then I now am working with the banking and financial domain. So it was very important for me to learn more in the initial years of my career. In the first 4, 5, 6 or 10 years of my career, I want to learn more on the functional side and more on the technical side. So if you're having something, a goal which is similar to this context, then you can plan on switching. Okay, I won't recommend any particular years, in the first company you should be waiting for 4 years, 5 years. I won't recommend that at all. Just make sure that you are learning a lot or you are earning a lot, and if you're getting both, then that is the best thing. Okay, now talking about work from home. Okay, so now personally I've been going to the office all 5 days a week. Okay, and I find that if your team is sitting right in the office, you might be able to do more collaborations. Okay, I enjoy going to the office. Okay, and the second important thing is that if you are a manager or if you are leading a team, then it becomes very easy for you, because recently I've been assigned, I would say, 2 juniors who are working with me. Okay, I would not say under me, but they're working with me, and it is very easy for me to guide them. Okay, it is very easy for me to tell them what exactly is to be done and to have that collaboration sessions with them. That is very easy. Okay, so work from home again is a big thing, because you will be saving a lot of time commuting to the office. You'll be saving a lot of time that you are wasting. Okay, while preparing for the work, or when you want to go to the office, you have to prepare yourself, right? You have to prepare your food, your lunch, or you have to get ready and go to the office. So all these things saves a lot of time. Your money is saved when you are working from home. You can work from your own hometown, or you can go to a cheaper place. You can stay there with good facilities, obviously, and you don't have to stay in some place which is near to the company, because you want to save on the time. Okay, so time is also saved when you are going work from home, right? The next thing is about salary hike. Okay, so if you are, there are two companies, if you are shortlisted two companies, that is company A and company B, both are almost paying the same thing, then you should have a look at what are the policies of the company. Is the culture of the company is really good, where you will be able to put your ideas, and that will be accepted, that will be visualized, and that will be considered even. Okay, so if your ideas, if you're having the right technical knowledge, and if those ideas are taken considered, okay, that are not taken for granted, they are considered, then that is a kind of company where you will also be able to learn more. Okay, now second important thing is there should be challenges also. So if you are delivering a simple creating and delivering a simple CRUD application, okay, if you are migrating some piece of code, okay, then there is a difference, right? So if you're migrating a piece of code which is written in old languages, right, mainframe or C or anything for that matter, right, and you're transforming it and you're migrating it to a newer tech stack wherein you will be able to learn and go through the challenges, okay, then that is a good scenario. But if you're building simple CRUD application, okay, for any particular company, right, then you will not be able to get more challenges in that project, right? So that also you should consider. Okay, now if you are going into that company as an experience, then you'll be knowing all these things. If you are a fresher, then you might not know these things, and that is the reason why it is very important to get out of your comfort zone and then go forward looking for different offers. Okay, so assuming that both companies are paying the same, look for the culture, the tech stack, and the projects that you will be working on, right? Second thing is, if you are going and looking for better salary because of your family issues, or you are not financially very stable, so you are looking for a higher package, but the work that you will be doing there is not very good, okay, I would say try to compare it with the other package that is lower, but you are getting better tech stack. The growth that you will be having in that particular company, the second company which is paying lower, will be higher than that of that particular company. Okay, the first company which is having higher salary that they are offering you. Because what would happen now, after 1 year, after 2 years, you I mean, it totally depends on your financial condition, right? If you are at a need, if you're needing that particular amount, then go for it, well and good. But if you are not that financially burdened, then in that case you can go with the lower salary, okay, lower package, but the things that will be learning that company for the 2 years or 1 year, that will make you worth more than what you are earning right now. It can be 2x, it can be 3x of your current salary also. That is the reason I prefer, and I tell a lot of people who ask us in the comment section, or people who connect with me, people who have a discussion with me, I tell them that, see, at initial stage of a career, for first 4 to 5 years, you should make sure that you are learning a lot. Okay, you should learn about the fundamental understanding of the tech stack, and when you are able to use Copilot or any tool basically that is available in the market, you can use that and you can implement the solutions for the client. Okay, but functional understanding, the business understanding is also equally important, and this is where a lot of people lack. And that is the reason, if you will be getting a particular role in which you will be getting a fundamental understanding of the business also, then that is also an added advantage. Because when you will be becoming a senior developer, or you will be becoming an architect, that functional understanding of that particular business, why they are doing it and what is the reason behind doing this, right, you will be understanding that, and that will make you worth a lot. And the package that you will be able to ask after that particular skills is next level. Okay, personally, I have seen people who are having 10 years of experience sitting at 50-60 LPAs also in service based companies. So from this you can identify, okay, and the parent company or the client are absorbing these employees also. Okay, they're asking the employees to join directly them as a business, okay, as product, and that is where you will be earning a lot again. Okay, so with this, I would like to end up today's video. But if you feel that we have missed any particular point, okay, or there is a point that you might not agree with me, then please let us know in the comment section. It can be both positive or negative points also, that is fine with us. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, so you will be getting the updates about the videos that we are posting online. With this, I will ending this today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this video with all of your friends. Thank you and have a great day ahead.